What if you found out your mom wasn't who she said she was? Okay, here's the thing. I'm seriously still wrapping my head around this whole situation. So I was visiting my parents just outside Chicago last weekend. It's the usual thing, you know, Sunday brunch, catching up on life, my mom asking me about the phantom boyfriend that doesn't exist. Normal stuff. Anyway, we're sitting in the living room after brunch, and she gets up to grab this old photo album from the shelf. It's one of those classic heavy albums with the sticky pages and plastic covers. She flips open to some baby photos of me, which I've seen like a million times before. But then she turns a couple more pages, and there's this photo of her looking super young, maybe in her early 20s. She's with a group of people at what looks like a college party, all wearing these goofy 80s clothes. But the weird thing is, the woman next to her, who looks almost exactly like her, has the same name written underneath. They're both labeled Sarah, so I jokingly ask, "Mom, did you have a twin or something?" expecting her to laugh it off, but she doesn't. Instead, she just gives me this look, like she saw a ghost or something, and shuts the album. Suddenly, the room feels like 10 degrees colder. My dad, who's been quietly reading the newspaper, looks up at her, and there's this shared silent conversation going on between them that I'm definitely not a part of. Finally, she says, "There's something I need to tell you." My brain is racing a million miles a minute, thinking, what could this possibly be? She starts explaining that the woman in the photo was her best friend at college. Her name was indeed Sarah, same as my mom's, and yes, they looked eerily alike, but here's where it gets insane. Apparently, this Sarah had a knack for getting into trouble. Partying too hard, wrong crowd, the typical college rebellion. My mom had always been the level-headed one, the go-to for advice, the designated driver, you name it. One night, after a particularly wild party, there was an accident. Her friend Sarah didn't make it, but the twist, the part that just floored me, is that my mom's identity got mixed up with her friends at the hospital or something. She told me it was like a bad movie. No ID, chaos, confusion. She chose to step into her friend's life because at the time she felt like she needed a fresh start. I'm just sitting there on the couch, completely frozen, while she's laying all this out. My dad finally chimes in, saying he's known since they met, but they both decided to keep it secret, thinking it would never really matter. But you know, they didn't imagine they'd have to tell their daughter one day. I had so many questions. What about legal stuff? What about grandpa and grandma? She explained she managed it all slowly, step by step. They knew she was changing her name, but never really pressed for answers because they trusted her judgment. Honestly, the whole ride back home was a blur. I'm still not sure how to process it. I mean, technically my mom remains my mom, but this secret just changed how I view like everything about my family history. I keep thinking, should I be mad? Should I demand more answers? It's like, what else don't I know? Right now, I'm just sitting here, wondering how to even begin to untangle this web. Am I overreacting, or is this as mind-blowing as it feels? I could really use some advice on how to handle this whole new reality.